That angle's good. Looks like it. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So I want to get started seated, and I'm going to be doing some low back stretching. My SI is still bothering me. Shoulder and chest opening and low. So let's actually start in hero's pose. So I'll start facing the camera, but you can face the front of your mat or whatever. So sitting bones on your heels are kind of cradled in your feet, shoulders back over your hips. Allow your eyes to close. I don't know about you all, but I tend to be a little more restless sleeping when there's a full moon. Harder to fall asleep, wake up earlier. I'm very aware of that and how that then depletes my energy. So it's this weird kind of contradiction between being extra energized but then also being more tired. So we're just going to take time to drop in, allow that sort of, maybe it's excited, maybe it's a little frenetic, but just that kind of buzzy energy, allow that to settle down. Let's take 3 breaths with an inhale through the nose and an open mouth exhale. So your greatest capacity of your lungs. Big open mouth exhale. Again, deep breath in. Big open mouth exhale. Deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. And allow your lips to stay sealed. Breathe in and out through your nose. You can rest your palms together with your thumb tips touching so that your elbows can hang loosely. Arms and shoulders relaxed. If this hero's pose is uncomfortable, you can always take an easy pose with your legs crossed. You're starting to feel your body in this moment. You can also sit on a block if sitting on your heels is uncomfortable. You start to feel your body. Just notice any sensations where you might be a little cranky or where you might feel surprisingly at ease or relaxed. Start to deepen your inhales. Keep the constriction of your throat as you exhale. It's really arriving in your body on your mat in this moment. One more breath cycle. And you can open your eyes, allow your legs to come around. Move into Janu. I'm starting to open up the hamstrings. So right leg out, left heel at your inner thigh. To the rightness. Right leg out, left heel in for Janu. So sitting bones are level on the ground and grounded. Inhale your arms up. Exhale to twist and fold across your right leg. So flexion of the right ankle. Square your shoulders up with your foot. And allow your torso to sort of relax. The more you kick out through your right heel, the more sensation you'll find. Ujjayi breaths. Welcome back to center. Let your left palm by your left hip with your fingers pointed away from your body. Just a gentle, you can take it into a side body stretch first, so like a modified side plank. With your left hip over your left knee, reach your right arm overhead, stretching into your lat, your intercostals, your upper right side, root into your right foot. And then start to take it back. So you might reposition your left hand further back as you drop your right shoulder back. And we'll just simply come around, sit back down, and switch out your legs. Left leg out, right heel in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist belly in as you fold. Shoulders squared up with your foot. Relax your shoulders and breathe. If you don't reach your foot, you can just grab your calf, your ankle, or tent your fingers and just direct your shoulders to square up with your foot. And take 2 more breaths. And sit up, put your right hand away from your right hip, but near it. Take that side body stretch. So right hip over right knee. Take your left palm to face the ground. Breathe into your upper left side. And then start to arch back. And come back around. And let's take easy pose. Cross your legs. We'll get into the low back here. So ankles crossed, sitting bones level and grounded. Curl your fingertips forward. Keep your sitting bones grounded. So sometimes there's a tendency to rock forward onto the knees, but we want to keep our sitting bones grounded so that we're stretching into the low back. So start by tractioning your shoulders back. Then try to maintain that as you crawl your hands further forward. And if it feels good, you can relax your head and fold it. Deep Ujjayi breaths. And draw your hands back. Then face the front of the mat again. Roll over your knees, come to tabletop. Hands and knees on the mat. Fingers spread wide. I'll take some cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin and gaze. Exhale, hollow belly, round your spine. Inhale, open your front body. Exhale, open your back body. Keep it going like that. 2 more breath cycles. Last exhale. Draw your belly in. Come to a neutral tabletop, and we'll take a threaded puppy. So keep your hips straight over your knees. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, thread your right shoulder under. Right ear to the mat. Plant your left palm in front of your face. And start to roll towards the back of your right shoulder blade. To go deeper, you can send your left foot towards your right fingertips. And that'll just give you the counterweight to go deeper into the back of your right shoulder. Keep your foot extended if your leg is out, or if it isn't, send it out. Come back to your palms. Set your right knee wider than your heel and sit back into this extended child's pose. Child's pose variation. Getting into the left inner thigh and groin. And you come back up. Reset to your right knee under your right hip. Draw your left knee back under. Switching sides, plant your right palm in, hold left arm up. Exhale, thread your shoulder under. Press the back of your left wrist down into the ground and lean towards the back of your neck, the back of your shoulder blade. And then again, you might extend that right leg out. Two more breaths. And come back, plant your palm in front of you, press yourself up. Keep that right leg out. Shift your left knee out, left foot in. Sit back into this child's pose variation. And we'll come back up. Bring both knees underneath you into tabletop. And send your left leg back. Just come into the ball of your left foot, stretching your left calf. Extend that left leg. Draw your belly in. Keep your hips squared. And start to press more into your palms, lift your right knee towards your chest. So you're now in tiger's pose. Still extending that heel back and stretching through your calf. Send the right leg up and back, down dog split. Bend your right knee, stack right hip over left, roll out your ankle. Extend and bend your right leg. Inhale to extend it. And really press your left heel down as you kick your right heel up and back. And release your right foot. Shift forward to high plank. Feet hip width distance, shoulders over wrists. Draw your belly in. Lower your knees to tabletop. We'll switch sides. So extend your right leg back, press into the ball mound of your right foot. Heel back, calf stretching. Belly in, pull your left thigh up towards your chest. And extend your left leg up and back, starting in down dog split, just keeping your hips square to begin. Hollow belly, press your right heel down. And then stack your hips, bend your knee, roll out your ankle, extend, just find some motion that feels good. And then we'll release to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, press into your pointer finger mound, but spread those fingers, press into your thumb points and the heel of your thumb, or the base of your thumb. And from that foundation, turn your biceps away from your ears so you feel a broadening across your upper back. Ujjayi your best. Let's gaze forward. Walk your feet behind your wrists for ragdoll. Feet wide, knees bent a lot. Interlace fingers to the nape of your neck. And let gravity and the weight of your arms create traction in your upper vertebrae. Your cervical spine. Release your hands down. Let's keep our feet hip width distance. Tell me them there if they're not already. Which just gives more of a sense of groundedness, of steadiness. Soften your knees, keep your belly in. Slowly rise up. Move your shoulders up, back, and down. Turn your palms forward, extending your fingertips towards the earth. Inhale to reach your arms up. See if you can just kind of feel through the spread and extension of your fingers. Feel the radiation from the moon. Pick drawing that lunar energy in. The lunar being the more feminine aspects, the more smooth, sweet, slow, steady. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Just take a moment to reflect on what aspect of that lunar energy, of feminine energy, of receptivity, of slowing down. It's like yin versus yang. It's the yin, it's the slowness, it's the creativity, receiving, letting out more energy in. What aspects of that lunar energy would you like to call in to your life, into your body, into your practice this evening and for the whole next lunar cycle? So the full moon is, it's halfway to the next new moon, but it being a marking point, a reference point. What aspect of lunar energy would you like to be full of? Take a deep breath in with that intention. Open mouth, exhale. Keep your feet wide, knees soft, inhale, arms up. With an exhale, lower your right hand by your right thigh. Take your left arm overhead, side body stretch, just a gentle standing half moon. Inhale back to center, over to the left. Stay for a breath. Inhale back to center. Knees stay soft, exhale, fold forward. Keep your chest lifted and your spine long as you fold. Hands kiss the earth, inhale to lengthen. Step your left foot back, lower your left knee to the ground. So right knee is over right heel, left leg back. Come to the top of your left foot. Stay here with your hands framing your foot or bring your hands to your right thigh. Drag your right heel and left knee towards each other for a crescent moon, your variation of choice. I'm going to take the chest and shoulder stretch variation. Keep pulling your heel back and your knee forward to zip up through the midline. One more breath in. Exhale to frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes, step back to high plank. You can just take it easy and exhale straight back to downward facing dog. Or if you're feeling it, shift to your tippy toes. Exhale through chaturanga. I skip down dogs in many practices. So please do not feel like just because it's offered you have to do it. Do what feels right in your body. And let that be an opportunity for you to check in and ask yourself what feels right tonight. How are your shoulders doing? How's your energy level? Not pushing. Not having standard or expectations. Take a deep breath in, center the right foot. We'll step the left foot forward, lower your right knee down. The legs in their own lane. Now we're stretching the right hip flexors. Again, hands can stay on either side of your foot. Press your left thigh down, or take any variation that suits you. But again, make sure you're not just sending weight down, but you're stretching while creating that integrity of activating. So activating the inner thighs, supporting our posture so that we can stretch without hyperextension, without overstretching, preventing any type of injury. Take one more breath in here. Exhale to frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. We'll step forward this time. Good lift. Feet wide. Exhale, fold. Inhale, keep your knees soft. Rise with a flat back to mountain. Flowing from here. Take a half moon to the right. Exhale. Easy and slow. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. Left foot steps back. Lower your left knee. Inhale your variation of crescent. Exhale, hands to the mat, belly in as you step to plank. Take that moment to decide as you inhale, down dog or chaturanga. Full breath length. Breathe in. Left foot forward, right knee lowers. Moving with intention. Inhale to lift. Taking our time. Exhale, hands down. Forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise up, arms overhead. Right into the next round, pass one to the right. Center. Left. Center. Fold. Lift. Left foot back. That's it. Hands to the mat. Plank. Down dog or chaturanga. Breathe in. Left foot forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come down. Halfway lift. Fold one final round of our salutation. Exhale over to the right. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. Fold forward. Lengthen. Left foot back. Rise. Hands meet the earth. Okay. Down dog or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, deep breath in. Left foot forward. Inhale. Hands to the mat. Step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold with your feet nice and wide. Thread your arms behind and through. So your right palm ends up on your left shin, left palm to right shin. Bend your knees as much as needed. And then start to extend your legs as much as possible, where you can still breathe easily. Deepening the stretch in your upper back as well as your low back and hamstrings. Let's just release from that. Step your left foot back. So we're coming into pyramid. So heels aligned, but they don't have to be perfectly aligned. It can be, your feet can be a bit wider than a straight line. You want to keep turning the left hip forward and drawing the right hip up and back. And from here, lift your chest. We'll rise all the way up. Palms meet overhead. Cross your thumbs. Press your pinky fingers towards each other. Inhale to lengthen. Standing forehead to knee pose. So keeping this length through your spine, extend through your arms. You can keep your hands together. Start to bend your right knee until it meets your forehead. Create that connection between the space between your eyebrows and your knee. This is creating a slight compression of our throat, of the glands in our throat. And then start to extend that right leg. You can also separate your hands for more stability. So we're activating the core and really pressing through that back heel. Bring the right foot, take a bend into your right knee, step your left foot way back. Turn your left heel in and we'll come up to warrior two. So opening our hips now, getting a stretch to that right inner thigh and groin. You can come in and out of your lunge. And stack the right knee over the right heel. External rotation of the right thigh. So your knee is, or your thigh is rotating away from your midline. Your knee is opening toward your right pinky toe. So you can see your big toe on the inside there. Pressing through the pinky edge of your back foot. Arms on the horizon. Gaze over your right middle finger. We'll just take some breath to movement, easy breath to movement with reverse warrior. Flip your right hand, inhale, reverse. And then into extended side. Inhale, reverse. Extended side. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reverse. Extended side, getting some lateral movement through the spine. 1 more time, reverse. This time we'll hold our extended side angle. And breathing here, you can take a half bind with the left arm wrapped around your low back. Or maybe you go into a full bind. Get that shoulder crack if you can. Keep your heart higher than your hips. Draw your belly in and squeeze your heels together. And release from that bind. Inhale, reverse triangle. Extend your right leg, right arm up. And we'll shorten our stance. Bring your arms parallel to the ground. Walk your left foot in a footprint or 2. Keep your right knee soft but extended, so not locked out, but activate both quadriceps. Lengthen like you're on a horizontal plane. Lengthen towards the front of your mat. Keep your tailbone tucked under rather than letting it swing out. Keep your tailbone tucked under, core engaged. Exhale into Trikonasana. Right hand down, shoulders stacked. Draw your belly in. There's no weight in your right hand. Maybe you take your right hand completely off and really rely on the strength of your obliques. And we'll slowly come up. I'm prepping to go into balancing half moon. So I'm going to bring my right foot more to center. We're going to be balancing on the right leg. We want to keep this open hip orientation. So right toe straight forward, left toe sideways. So that stays the same. We're just tipping our body. So start to take weight into your right foot. You can lower your right hand down and go up from the earth if that feels more stable and grounded for you. Otherwise, tip into it. Your right hand can be floating in space, or sometimes I like to press my hand against my shin. Your left leg and left arm serve as a counterbalance. And if you want to go for the quad stretch, grab your left foot. And we'll release hands down. Step your left foot up to, actually take a Shiva squat first. Cross your thighs. You can just send your left toes way back or bend both knees, but get into that right calf. Let your belly in. All the way in the right heel. And we'll just switch sides. So left foot at center or close to center. Step the right foot back, prepping for that pyramid first. So heel to heel alignment. Right toes are slightly angled out. But shift your weight so that your hips are level. And then engage your core. Inhale, come up. Try to take the opposite thumb cross over. Press your pinky fingers together. Take a breath to lengthen. Exhale, keeping your hips squared, fold. Either keep your palms together or separate them, but start to bend that left knee. Create that compression in your throat. Forehead to knee. Start to extend your left leg, and the more you extend, the more you activate your low belly. Press into that back heel. Slowly inhale and rise up. Frame your left foot. Bend into your left knee, step your right foot back. We gotta do it this way. Turn your right heel in, and we'll come up to warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Gaze is over your left middle finger. Shoulders relaxed down your back. Just allowing your left inner thigh to open, strengthening the outer hip, turning on those hip abductor muscles. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse. Lift your floating rib up away from your left hip. Exhale, extended side. 3 times with breath. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Reverse. Extended side. Last one, reverse. Hold extended side angle. Keep your left knee over your left heel. Keep dropping your sitting bone toward your heel. And an option for that half bind, opening the shoulder, or full bind. Lower your hips so that they're lower than your shoulders, lower than your chest. Press your left upper arm against your left inner thigh. Release from those binds. Reverse triangle, straighten your left leg, reach your left arm up. And bring your arms parallel to the earth, shorten your stance for triangle trikonasana. So still heel to arch alignment. There you go. Keep your tailbone tucked under. Send your hip towards the back. Press into your right ankle, your right heel, and then pivot your arms. Little to no weight in that left arm. Activate your obliques. Lean your right shoulder back. Make sure you're engaging both quadriceps so your kneecaps are lifting. And we'll slowly inhale, rise. Moving into our balancing half moon. So now the left toes are forward, right toes are sideways. Bend into your left knee. Start to tip. Left hand can meet the ground, or again can rest against your shin. And then if you want to take the quad stretch, bend into your right knee. Make sure you're kicking back on the horizon rather than up towards the sky. Draw your belly in for stability. Gently release to standing split, both hands down. Turn your right hip down and then cross your right thigh behind your left. Deep squat in that left leg. Bent toes can be hovering or on the ground. The weight is in the left heel. And then bring your feet side by side. Walk out your legs. Inhale to lengthen. Shoulder blades together. Lift your chest. Exhale, tuck round and curl. Heels high. Forehead toward your knees. Root down. Feel the earth. Think of any scattered energy, plug it in, ground it down. We still got about a half an hour. Great. Here we'll walk it back. And move into Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open. And start with your heels close to your sitting bones. Hands around your ankles or your feet. Use your elbows to press your inner thighs down. And rather than rounding your low back, think of rocking your pelvis forward, elbows and shoulders back. Press your knees down, your inner thighs down with your elbows. Slowly come up. Gently guide your knees towards each other. Set your feet hip width distance. Draw your belly in. And slowly lower down. We'll do some back strengthening here. Some spine strengthening. So feet are hip width distance. Knees over heels. Bring your hands down by your hips. And we'll just press the pelvis up. Chin off of your chest. If it feels good, you can interlace your fingers underneath you. Feel the muscles along your spine really active here. And take your knees open an extra couple inches. Feel how your outer hips turn on and breathe there. Keep your feet planted and flat. And bring your knees a couple inches closer towards each other. Feel your inner thighs engage, firing. And then bring your knees to neutral, center. Press your pelvis up. Release your hands slowly lower down. We'll come back to another glute and back strengthener in a little bit. But for now, take Baddha Konasana legs again. We'll do a bit of core strengthening. Hands behind your head with your elbows nice and wide. So press your feet together and then push them down into the ground. And as soon as you do that, you'll be able to tuck your tailbone and press your low back into the ground as well. So we want to keep those connections. Take a breath. Exhale, lift your shoulder blades up. Feel your whole abdominal wall active as you lift your upper body while your lower back and your feet stay rooted. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Keeping your elbows wide, supporting your neck by holding your head. But we don't want to tuck our chin, we don't want to crunch in. We're still using our abdominal wall to lift up. Our hands are just extra support for our neck. Let's do 3 more. Last one. Release, use your hands to draw your knees towards each other. Let's cross the right thigh over the left. Pull both knees in towards your chest for a little hip stretch. So the hands can either be on the knees or the shins, or walk your hands down towards your feet. Nice hip stretch for the piriformis, for the hip abductors. And we'll release our hands. Keep your legs crossed. We'll do some eagle crunches. Fire it up a little bit. You can, of course, uncross your legs and do regular crunches. You can keep your hands, your elbows wide and crunch like this, or add the arms. Bring your right arm under and around the left, which is also a nice shoulder stretch for your upper back. Take a breath in. Exhale your elbows and thighs together. Inhale, tap your fingers and toes down. Exhale, pull your elbows and thighs together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Move with your breath. 6 more rounds. And release, go ahead and full extension, arms and legs. Walk your feet back in, take your left thigh over your right, pull your knees towards your chest, and stretch opposite side hip. Hands either on knees, shins, or feet. Keep pulling your knees towards your chest and stretch your hip. So this is like a supine cow face pose. You're lying down, but you're getting that same or similar stretch as cow face pose. Gomukhasana. Do 10 rounds of eagle crunches. So wrap your ankles if that's available, left arm under right, fingers and toes to the mat, take a breath. Exhale, elbows and thighs meet. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, pull them together. 8 more rounds of breath. Move at your own pace. Open mouth exhales. Squeeze your inner thighs, last 4. Last one. Full body extension, stretch out your arms and legs. Deep breath in, stretch your belly. Open mouth, exhale. And we'll bring the feet back, moving back to that bridge variation. Elbows down by your sides to slide your shoulder blades together, lift your hips up. So from here, extend your right leg up. Point your toes. Really plug into your left heel, activate that left glute. As you inhale, bend everything, your ankle, your knee, your hip, and lower your pelvis towards the ground. Exhale to press up and extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. That's 2. Do 6 more. Somebody stop the fireworks still not. Last 4. Last 2. Press your elbows and shoulders down into the ground. Last 1. Keep your hips up. Plant your right heel. We'll move right into the other side. Extend your left leg. Extend even through the top of your ankle. Bend everything. Inhale. Exhale. Point. Lift. Inhale. Bend. Exhale. Lift. 6 more rounds of breath. 6 more movements. Connect with that right heel and glute. Last 3. Last 1. Bend your left knee, plant your left heel, both hips up. Interlace your fingers. If you feel like going into a full wheel, plant your hands by your ears. Chin off of your chest if you're in bridge. And we'll gently release. Tuck your tailbone, roll down. Take your feet nice and wide. Lower your knees to your right. And then to your left. And just move side to side. And let's keep the right knee down towards center. Take your left ankle to the outside of your right thigh. Just encouraging that stretch along the outer seam of your right leg. And release, switch sides. Left knee down towards center, right ankle to the outside of your left thigh. And a little more core, another orientation, and then wind it down. Actually, while we're on our backs, come back to center. Somebody asked me today what my favorite yoga pose is, and thought about it for a bit, and wow, shoulder stand has really been my favorite lately. So feel free to move into that. If you're not feeling like getting upside down, you can do the legs up the wall, either on an actual wall or with a block underneath your low back, and just let fluid move feet. And really moving our bodies, moving our lymph, like one of the big benefits, moving our lymph fluid around, which doesn't function, our blood moves from our heart pumping, there's a pump, but our lymph doesn't have a pump. We have to physically move, we have to twist, we have to bend, we have to, do all the things. Getting upside down is one of those ways of really moving fluid and part of our preventative care, right? So you can stay here or take your hips over your shoulders, toes to the ground. You might shimmy your shoulder blades closer together. Chin towards your chest. Giving your upper vertebrae, your neck and shoulders a nice stretch. Maybe even bend your knees and squeeze your ears. And if you want to go into full shoulder stand for the inversion, take your legs up. Try to stack your hips over your shoulders, heels over knees, knees over hips. And then if you want to go into the full lotus variation, right ankle in front of left thigh, left ankle in front of right thigh. A really nice ankle stretch, and then if you add, pressing your hands against your thighs, hip flexor, ankle, and upper vertebrae stretch. Which is why shoulder stand is called the mother of all asanas. I don't really know why it's called that, but to me that makes sense. You get a lot of great benefits. Use your hands as breaks to unwind, come down. We'll take it into fish pose for a little counter stretch. Legs extended on the ground, walk your hands palms down underneath your butt. Squeeze your legs together, press your elbows down. Just gently rest on the crown of your head. Really squeezing your legs to counterbalance. And release from that. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Start to rock and roll the length of your spine until you can cross your ankles. check the time, step back to high plank. And from high plank, you can take it a step down by coming to tabletop instead. I'll talk you into side plank. So spin to your right heel and your right hand. There's always the option of lowering that right knee down for a modification. Or you can stagger left foot in front of right. So both ankles flexed, left ankle on top of right, shoulders stacked, wrists stacked. Stay here. Or you can take any variation that feels good, lifting the top leg, tree legs. Try to keep your left hip stacked straight above the right. Breathe. Staying for another 5 breath cycles. Legs are active. Switching to our other side. With your next exhale, lower your left palm. And you can also modify by coming to your elbow if being on your wrist for that long is not working for you. Five breaths. So your left side body shortening and engaging. Exhale to plank. Feet hip width distance. Belly in. Gaze slightly forward. Take a breath. Roll over to child's pose. Knees wide. Big toes together. Press your hips back. Rock your forehead side to side. Massage it out. When you're ready, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Taking it into half pigeon, send your right leg up. Slide your right knee behind your right wrist. Flex your right ankle, lengthen your left leg back. And take a moment to walk your hands back. Check that your hips are level. You can fold across block, blanket, pillow, or use your hands to support your forehead. Keep pressing into the top of your left foot to maintain that internal rotation of your left thigh. And then after a few breaths, I'll give you the option of playing around with mermaid pose or full pigeon if you'd like to go deeper. Half pigeon is a really nice place to stay. Just make sure you're still flexing that right ankle so that you're not pulling on the tendons in your knee. If you want to try out mermaid, fingers in front of your right shin. Make sure you're on the flesh above your left knee, not on your kneecap. Bend your left knee, draw your left heel towards your left shoulder. Keep squaring your hips. This is a nice quad stretch. To go the next layer, tuck your foot into your elbow crease. The next layer is to take your right arm overhead. Keep flexing that right ankle, lowering your left hip towards your right heel, but not forcing. Really stretch the left pectoral and shoulder. And release from that. Tuck your left toes and your right leg up. All meet with that right leg extended. And if you want to flip your dog, land on the ball of your right foot. Send your right arm back. You come back to plank. Right into down dog. Second side, left leg up and back. Pigeon with your exhale. Slide your right leg long behind you. Hips are level, press into the top of your right foot. And as you're ready, fold. And if you want to remember right on this side, so the left fall seat there. Bend your right knee, take your left finger to the front of your left shin, reach back to your foot. Maybe you cradle your foot in your elbow crease. Keep squaring your shoulders forward, bend your hips. And release from that, everyone back to the palms. Send your left leg up behind you. And if you want to flip your dog, land on the ball of your left foot. Keep the flexion of your right ankle. And come back around to plank. Just lower to our knees. Take a embryo pose. Knees together, feet together. Sit back. Hands by your feet. And slowly can you sit up and build on that a little bit before we take it down to Shavasana. Shoulder twist. Last little pose here, hero's pose. Take your knees together, feet just wider than your hips. So just barely enough space for your hips to fit through. If that's too much in your knees, you can sit on a block or you can just sit on your heels like we did at the beginning. So you can stay seated upright. Or start to crawl your hands back. You want to keep the knees together and pressing down. So if your knees start to hover, come out of it a little bit. And come down to your elbows, roll your shoulders away, get that stretch through your shoulder heads, or come all the way down to your shoulder blades and reach for opposite elbow overhead for full expression. Keep squeezing your knees together and down. Nice quad stretch, nice stretch of ligaments in our knees, but of course if you feel pain, ease out of it. If it's a little uncomfortable, breathe into it. When you're ready, start to make your way up. Start by coming to your elbows and then pulling your hands forward. Extend one leg back at a time. And check the time one more time. Cool. One more. This stretch. So we'll stretch the pectorals and create a cross. So arms extended straight from the shoulders, legs back. Bend your right elbow to 90 degrees, or you can keep your arm extended. So we're moving into a twist with the pec stretch. I like to bend the elbow. It's more intense for the pec, less steep of a twist. You choose which you want to focus in on. Arms extended, it's easier to twist more deeply. You can extend your left leg back to get a deepening of that stretch, of that twist, or just have your knees passively stacked. I've surfed more times in a row than I ever have, and my pecs are really feeling it. Come back to the center, switch sides. Left arm extended, maybe your elbows bent, maybe it's straight. Take your twist. Come back to the center. Press your palm by your chest. Come all the way up to your knees. Bring your legs around in front. And we'll lie down to our backs. Pull your knees wide for dead bugs pose, hands to shins, or happy baby, hands to feet. It's really easy to mix up dead bug and happy baby and create dead baby, which is a very different connotation. So I almost said, I actually have said that before. And Nice thing to chuckle at. How we slip our tongue. Mix our words up. Release your feet, bring your knees together. As always, kiss each of your knees. Gratitude for your physical vessel, for your temple. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a super tight squeeze. Your biggest inhale that you've taken all week. Exhale to Shavasana. Set your heels wider than your hips, wrists wider than your shoulders. Got a blanket handy. You can set it underneath your shoulder. Point your shoulder blade points either horizontally or vertically, whichever feels better for you. If you don't have one, that's okay too. I just want a little extra chest opening, so that's what I'm going to do. And then elbows can be overhead or by your sides. Try to stay in your Shavasana for at least 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes of stillness. Just kind of soaking up your practice. And then taking your attention from the crown of your head all the way to your tippy toes, relaxing each and every muscle along the way. Thanks for practicing with me. Send me your feedback. Send me your requests. And I hope you're enjoying developing your home practice, however that looks for you. Namaste. Good night and happy full moon.